Some of the most interesting moments in games come from places you might not expect. It's not always about the main plot or the big battles. Sometimes it's the little details and unexpected personalities that make a game truly special. I wanted to take some time to let the little guys have the spotlight. Let's talk about the side characters. More specifically, the comedic relief characters. These aren't just typical heroes or villains that steal the spotlight. They're those quirky, memorable figures who bring depth and charm to their games. In movies and TV shows, secondary characters often serve as emotional anchors. In films, they provide comfort and reassurance to the protagonist, helping to drive the story forward in a supportive role. However, in video games, these characters offer something even more special. They help create a sense of comfort and connection directly to the player. In this video, we'll explore how these secondary characters play a crucial role in enhancing our gaming experiences. We'll look at how they provide emotional support, bring humor and relief, and enrich their worlds, all while making us, the players, feel more involved and invested. While main characters often steal the show, it's the emotional support from unexpected places that can truly elevate a game. Some of the most powerful moments come from secondary characters who offer us something deeper than just comedic relief or simple side quests. They're the ones who make us feel grounded in the game world, providing comfort, growth, or even just a sense of companionship when things get tough. Groose from Skyward Sword. Groose initially appears as a cocky, brash, beautiful, confident, passionate. Sometimes I just sit here and realize that I'm like doing this by myself. Anyway, I really like this guy. Essentially, he's an asshole at first. His early interactions are shown through arrogance and rivalry, positioning him as an antagonist to Link. However, as the story progresses, Groose undergoes a drastic transformation. His character evolves from being a source of conflict to becoming a supportive ally. This transformation isn't just a plot device either. It's an emotional journey that resonates with the player. Witnessing Groose's growth and redemption creates a powerful sense of change and development with the game. This evolution helps the game world feel more dynamic and alive, as players see a character grow and improve alongside their own journey. But there are many different ways these characters can be emotional anchors. For example, Siegmeyer, better known as Onion Bro from Dark Souls, has become an iconic character in the Souls community. In a game renowned for its bleak and oppressive atmosphere, Onion Bro's cheerful demeanor and unwavering optimism offer a stark contrast to the game's grim tone. His interactions with the player are filled with humor and warmth, which serve as a welcome relief from the constant tension and challenge of the game. By offering comedic relief and a friendly face in a dark world, Onion Bro makes the player's journey through the game more bearable and enjoyable. So much so that he was even brought back in Dark Souls 3. Both Groose and Onion Bro illustrate how secondary characters can serve as emotional anchors in video games. They each offer unique forms of support, whether through personal growth and redemption or through humor and companionship. These characters enrich the player's experience by adding emotional depth. In many games, the main storyline can involve intense challenges, emotional struggles, or high-stakes drama. The experience might feel overwhelming or even one-dimensional. Secondary characters who majored in silly, goofy guy offer a necessary break from the tension, allowing players to relax and enjoy a lighter side of the game. Let's talk about Daxter from Jak and Daxter. I love these games. Daxter is Jak's snarky sidekick. He started out as a human and then fell into this stuff called Dark Eco and gets turned into an Ottsel. Half otter and half weasel. And then they put pants on him for some reason. I don't know. He brings the perfect dose of humor and smart assery that these games need. His quick-witted one-liners and constant antics totally balance out Jak's serious, silent protagonist vibe. Especially in the first game where Jak doesn't even speak. Then in future games, he just becomes I'm gonna kill Praxis. Angry. Daxter pretty much becomes the voice for both of them, making sure that you stay connected to the world and characters around you. Thanks to his humor, it's lively, engaging, and honestly just way more fun. Daxter's the kind of character that sticks with you long after you finish the game. He doesn't just make you laugh, he adds a whole layer of personality that takes Jak and Daxter from a solid platformer to something unforgettable. And I'll be back to talk about these games soon, so if you want to see that video, then hit subscribe and maybe like, maybe comment, I don't know. Transitioning from Daxter's comedic relief, we move on to someone a little more brave and noble. Captain Quark from Ratchet and Clank, introduced as a hero Ratchet and Clank both look up to and sort of worship. He's a pompous and self-absorbed hero, similarly to another character we talked about. His interactions with Ratchet and Clank are filled with humor and highlight a more real look of heroism and the saying, never meet your heroes. While initially serving as a source of comedic relief, Quark's character evolves to offer a richer perspective on a game's world and its heroes. His comedic failures and subsequent growth help balance the game's tone, ensuring that the experience remains vibrant and engaging. Both Daxter and Captain Quark demonstrate how secondary characters can significantly enhance a game's tone through humor and relief. Beyond just offering humor and emotional support, these characters play a crucial role in enriching their worlds. They contribute to the narrative by providing backstory, context, and additional layers to the story, often revealing aspects of the main plot or setting that would have otherwise remained unexplained. Through their unique perspectives and subplots, these characters add depth to the game's world, making it feel more intricate and immersive. Let's talk about Zote from Hollow Knight, easily one of the most hilariously delusional characters in this dark, depressing game. He's always bragging about his non-existent heroics, even though he's constantly getting himself into situations that you have to bail him out of. His over-the-top confidence, despite being utterly useless, adds a layer of humor that lightens the mood in an otherwise bleak world. But here's the thing, Zote isn't just there for laughs. His presence actually makes the world of Hollow Knight feel more alive. Every time you run into him, it's like this ridiculous little sideshow that reminds you the game isn't all gloom and doom. He's the perfect example of a character who, despite being a complete disaster, enriches the atmosphere by giving the world a bit of quirky charm and personality. Now, the Sly Cooper games are a special case. In these games, every single player, from Sly himself to the ragtag villains throughout the series, follow a similar archetype of charming, quirky personalities. But none of the characters do this better than Bentley and Murray. Bentley and Murray are perfect examples of comic relief characters. Bentley with his nerdy, nonsensical attitude, and Murray with his big, lovable personality and enthusiasm balance each other out perfectly. Bentley's dry humor and tech-savvy solutions provide a clever contrast to Murray's goofy, over-the-top antics, breaking up any tension and making the overall experience more enjoyable. It's easy to get caught up in the main story, but these quirky, offbeat personalities that stick with you long after the credits roll, whether they're cracking jokes or adding depth or just being downright ridiculous, they're part of what makes gaming feel a bit more personal. And the next time you fire up a game, pay attention to the little moments they bring. You'd be surprised how they shape the experience. If you want to see what other things I think makes gaming special, then help out the channel and subscribe. And also check out some of my older videos. It'd mean a lot. Anyway, thank you for stopping by, and I'll see you next time.